Okay, so we're going to adjust the following equations so this is algebraically how you change something. Here's your verbal description. Change the algebraic equation. You're going to translate 3 to the right and 4 up. Okay, if I want something on my graph to go 3 to the right, that's horizontal. I have to do something to the x's. How do I get every x to move 3 to the right? I change algebraically, I change the equation to x minus 3. How do I get something to move 4 units up? Algebraically, I change the equation to y minus 4. I'm sure you all know this. What confuses you about that? Okay, so she's saying if it's units up, shouldn't it be y plus 4? You're getting mixed up between implicit and explicitly defined. Because if you had y equals f at x, I'll just write it right here, and I wanted to move that 4 units up, then you're probably thinking you want this. Is that what you're thinking? And you're right. That's why if I moved the 4 over, can you see that I'd get a y minus 4 equals f at x. So what happened to y? Y changed into y minus 4. If you're going to write it explicitly, it looks like that. So make sure you don't get yourself confused with that simple algebra. Okay, so here's the equation of a line. If I want to take that exact same line and move it 3 to the right and 4 up, then I would take y and replace it with y minus 4, and I would take that x and I would compose it with x minus 3. I still got that negative 7, and if it were a linear function, I would never leave it in this awkward form. I would move the 4 over and write y equals 2/3 x minus 3 and negative 7 plus 4 minus 3. And really, you would probably distribute this through and collect like terms. We don't have time for that at the moment. A rational function, y equals 1 over x, so we all know what that looks like. And we want to move it 3 to the right and 4 up. What equation are we going to write? Well, we're going to replace the y with y minus 4. We're going to take the x and compose it with x minus 3. And writing it as explicitly, we would write y equals 1 over bracket x minus 3 plus 4. Moved it 3 to the right and 4 up. You're going to take your equation for a circle with a radius of 6. Your equation for a rectangular hyperbola with, and we are going to move it 3 to the right and 4 up. Now here's a problem, is it's not an explicitly defined function. In fact, these next two are implicit. Y is implied. And so following these instructions is absolutely imperative. Every time I see an x, I'm going to compose it with x minus 3. What's happening to the x? It's being squared. Every time I see a y, I'm going to compose it with y minus 4. What's happening to the y? It's being squared. That's how you take a rectangular hyperbola and shift it 3 to the right and 4 up. Okay, 3 to the right and 4 up. Okay, would you please do the same thing with the ellipse? Make sure you are composing the function.